Greetings, viewers. When most people think of a JVC camcorder from the 1980s, they think of the red things. Well, yes, there were other colors, such as this JVC GR-35, which you might be able to see right there. Go and have a look. This camera is from 1988, and it is blue as opposed to red, which I thought was fairly interesting. I know I have a GR-25 as well that is red, and it seems like all three of them are from pretty much the same family, including this GR-15 that I'm using right now, which is gray as opposed to red. Okay, so taking a basic look at this, it's not much different from the GR-25, which should have a video by the time you're seeing this. You see your manual controls there. On the bottom are the buttons for backlight compensation and the fader. And you can see the infrared focusing system as well as the lens and the viewfinder. Unfortunately, this camera does suffer from bad capacitors and seems to not like it when you point it at a bright subject, at least from the test footage that you'll see here in a second. But otherwise it seems to work, and at the very least it should be good as a video source for some project or another. And on that note, I think it is time that we switch over to this camera, so I will be right back, thanks to the magic of videotape. Alright, so the distorted mess and lack of audio that I'm now filling in for with this thing is the GR-35 camcorder. Very clearly, as you can see, it's got bad capacitors, which are only interfering with the recording and playback of tapes. I'm not really sure why, and it also seems to be worse when the picture is bright. As you'll see here, when I move it to a darker location, most of the distortions go away. Now, the focus and the power zoom don't work, so here I'm doing the manual zoom and the manual focus thing, trying to focus on that little sign over there. Recording this after the fact is going to make it kind of weird, but that's just the way it is. You can see some still continued distortions, but it is better than it was. So, I'm trying to do something. I don't know what I'm doing at all. Talking about something important, no doubt, and forgetting about it. This camera has a so-called high-resolution CCD. I'm not sure if you can really tell if it's high-res or not. You zoom back out and you can see the distortions come back. That looks really bad, but for whatever reason, the output looks fine on the both the audio and the video. They look fine. There's the camera that I was using to record the previous. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. That's a Sony CCD M8. I didn't use that to record anything on this video. That camera doesn't even work. Guess I'm using that to test the macro. That would be my guess. And more panning around, talking about things, yak, 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 yak. Probably important. Something about high-resolution CCD, no doubt, I don't really know. But it's really too bad, because this is a nice-looking camera. There's your date and time overlay, I just pointed that out. So, something about the 2025 battery, which I did replace in this camera. I guess it's good for a video source, but realistically it's not going to be terrifically useful till I replace all the capacitors. So, continuing to talk about something, picture defects seem to clear up. I think I'm trying out the manual white balance right now. And probably the shutter adjustments and all the various manual controls. Yeah, this is a shutter adjustment. Panning around, continuing to talk, lots of talking. I don't have anything really else to point out about this camera, so I guess we're just going to continue to talk about things and not know what they are. You know, watching this really makes me wonder how anybody can watch these videos, how boring they actually are. But I guess if there's talking, then Makes it a little bit more interesting, I don't know, but either way. The camera's in very nice shape, so it's really too bad that the picture's as bad as it is. There's the manual zoom, and more manual focusing. It's kind of difficult to see that. Even though it's got a high-resolution CCD, it's still not very good in low light. So, or even what I would consider to be a moderate lighting condition. I mean, the window is wide open and the sun's out, so I guess there's one thing. Playing with focus. And continue to talk. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. Hope to see you next time. Till then.